thanks to the amended curriculum, now the so-called education has been redefined, because I believe that my impression about education is, when you look at the different skills and knowledge, wisdom is greater than skill. Skill is greater than knowledge. Knowledge is greater than information. Information is greater than ignorance. But even ignorance is better than arrogance. So, you may be skilled in something, but having the discretion of when to show the skills and when not to. Maybe you are an eminent surgeon, you are very good at surgery, you have mastered your surgical skills. But whom to operate, when to operate, the discretion of the surgeon is more important than his operating skills. And maybe there is another one who has got very sound knowledge of what is the procedure, what is the surgeries to be done on a particular patient, but is not as skilled as his colleague. But the other one who is more skilled, though he is not as knowledge as his other colleague, but still his skills matter more than his knowledge. And similarly, you must be able to realize what is the difference between your information and knowledge. Whatever you browse through and whatever you see, the ocean of net, that's all information. That is why you call it as information technology. Remember, information is never knowledge. All these years, right from your school days, you've been trying to read and then memorize and then reproduce the pile of memory, the files of memory. Brain is files of memory, computer is files of memory. That's right. So, this memory has been equated and mistaken for the knowledge. Information is never equal to the knowledge. Knowledge is something, whatever that you have come to know afresh. Until yesterday it was strange term to you, today it has been taught to you. You are trying to get familiarize yourself with whatever being taught today, and then try to think about it, try to apply it, try to understand in the context of treating a patient, or in the context of understanding health of an individual or disease of an individual, how what you have read today is going to be relevant to understand the health and disease. Then it turns into knowledge. So at least information to some extent is better than being completely ignorant. But arrogant thought, నాకు అన్నీ వచ్చు, ఎంతకన్నా ఏం చదువుతాను, క్లాస్లో టీచర్ చెప్తున్నా చెప్పుకుంటుంటాను, మనకు మనం చదువుకోవచ్చు. Because there is going to be profound influence of your seniors on you. It is a what should I say, most prevalent, it happens with every batch, because once upon I was also a student like you, I am not descended from the heaven like a professor, is it? I have studied MBBS, I was a fresher, I had my seniors, I had my juniors, and whatever your seniors preach, you listen to them with all your dedication and devotion, like Arjuna listens to Krishna Paramatma when the Gita is being sermonized. Anta sincerely, senior matters baga influence chestayi mammali. Em chadivaru 1 month mundu chadivite pass ayipochu by mistake. Never like that. Whatever be the subject, remember, any subject that is being taught to you, you are not being taught and you are not studying it for the sake of appearing in the examination, for the sake of scoring the marks, and for the score of to walk out with your certificate. That is not the purpose for which you are being taught and being trained. You are being trained here to equip yourself with a knowledge to be able to treat a patient who comes to you tomorrow. Whatever is being taught is not for the exam sake. Bear it in mind. So if that is your approach, then you will have the true spirit of really understanding the value of what is being taught to you. And all your mark scoring, gradings and all, it is all, they're all byproducts. And knowledge is the main product. Okay. So similarly, the education is something which has been focused on right from your childhood and then coming to the earnings of the money. I am not against making money. I am not against being rich and amassing wealth. I am not against all this. You can always make money. It's not crime dreaming to be rich. You make money by lawful means. But I say, even by lawful means, if the whole of your life is dedicated only for making money, when your life is completely engulfed in the process of making the money, without ever being able to really experience the joy of life, then I say, even making money to such an extent is a crime. We are not born to make money, I am telling you. We are all, right from child to the level of even the elderly people, throughout the life, whatever we do in the life, we are trying to do it in search of happiness. When a child playing with a toy, it is trying to find the joy with the toy it is playing with. And child is able to find joy in even trivial things. Why? Because the child is able to enjoy whatever that is given to it without, because it cannot think beyond. And as we grow, while studying 10th class or while studying intermediate, you feel that I cannot be happy unless I am selected into medical course. Having completed medicine, you start feeling that I can never be happy until I finish my post-graduation. The story doesn't end here. Again, you contemplate on doing your DM. Until the moment you do your DM, you cannot keep yourself happy. You are not comfortable with yourself. The rat race you are participating. And it goes on. Finally, your dream branch, you are able to specialize. You settle in the whatever practice of the chosen branch and speciality. You start practicing, but still you cannot be happy. So why I am trying to say this is, the whole life is quest for happiness. It is search for happiness. And it is, this joy of life is not available in the riches that you make, in the luxuries that you can acquire. It is all within. It is all about, I say, I am not against making money, but let not your life be only for making the money. Let it happen let it parallelly, you prosper in your profession. I don't find anything wrong with that. But don't think it is, making money alone is a be-all, end-all of the life. Okay. Similarly, elevated positions, I told you, one was MBB, one who is a graduate is not happy unless he does it MD. And similarly, a postgraduate is not happy unless he does his DM. But he can never be happy at the end. So elevated positions are also not really going to bring the joy of life. Okay, then there is, even while working upon your dreams, there are two aspects to whatever you work upon. Say, for example, you have been studied hard to get selected and to step into this medical career. And more than the students being selected, there has been vast number of the students who have not been selected, is it not? They are outnumbering the students who have been selected into this. And whatever endeavor you take up, whatever you work upon, usually there are two kinds of people who they approach, who are achievers and who are non-achievers, I am telling you. There is one set of group who they work on, they are on their path they are on their trials in reaching their goal,